All right, in a previous video, we have graphed the parent function for the sine of x. Now we're going to create a y equals 3 sine of 2x. So there are a couple transformations that exist from its parent. So step one is we want to find the amplitude first. So this is our a value. So to find the amplitude, we take the absolute value of a. So the absolute value of 3 is 3. The b value is 2. That's going to help you to figure out the length of one cycle. So we use the equation period equals 2 pi over b. Now we're going to substitute that 2 in. So 2 pi divided by 2, and then we simplify that fraction, giving us pi. So the period is pi radians. Step 2 is to find the values of x for the 5 key points by using the midpoint formula. So the graph starts at 0 radians. And then there has to be 5 increments to the end of its first cycle. So since the cycle is a length of pi, that endpoint, that last endpoint has to be pi radians. So if we think about our number line here, here's 0 radians and here's pi. We want to split it up so that we have 4 equal increments with 5 key points. So we're going to use the midpoint formula. We're going to find the halfway point. So what's halfway between 0 and pi? So you can use the midpoint formula, 0 plus pi divided by 2, or pi over 2. Now we need to find the halfway point between 0 and pi over 2. Well, the halfway point will be pi over 4. So each increment is a distance of pi over 4. So pi over 4 plus pi over 4 is pi over 2. To get the next increment, I'm going to add another pi over 4. So pi over 4 plus 2 pi over 4 would be 3 pi over 4. There's the next increment. 3 pi over 4 plus pi over 4 would be 4 pi over 4, or pi. So these are our 5 key points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, making up 4 equal increments. Step 3 is to plot points and start graphing, and then you'll connect your points to make a smooth curve. So I'm going to start at 0 radians, and I'm going to finish at pi. Then I'm going to split it in half. Pi over 2, split in half again, pi over 4, and 3 pi over 4. The amplitude is going to be how vertical we're going to go on the y-axis. So we're going to go up 3 units and then down 3 units. Now, the sine of 0 radians is 0, so that's going to start at 0. And now we're going to follow that pattern like we did here in the purple. It goes up to the top, comes back down to 0, down to the bottom, and then back to 0. So we'll just follow that same pattern. So at pi over 4, we're up to the top. At pi over 2, we're to the middle. At 3 pi over 4, at the bottom, and then back to the middle. So there are 5 endpoints. we're going to connect the curve. Now you can create more revolutions to the right or left. So if I wanted more revolutions, I would say let's go left. This would be negative pi over 2, negative 3 pi over 4, negative pi over 2, and negative pi over 4. And then we just continue that pattern. So we're going to go down, middle, top, middle. So this is one revolution having a period of pi, and then the amplitude was 3.